Yeah, Hal here with more Space Engineers. Yay! And we're just getting a few things welded up here. Oh, it's trying to. Alright, so yeah, we've still got a few things to do. I need to update my to-do list. But yeah, first we have to get started. So let's go. So, happy Friday, everybody. Hopefully you're having a fantastic day and a terrific week, and that everybody has been able to stay safe. Alright, so, as you can see here, we're updating the list of things that we have to do. We're actually going to go ahead and mark this complete, and that complete. Now, we don't have a whole lot of assemblers on here currently. We are going to be changing that. Those blocks are actually on. Refineries, they say they're on. I don't know, are they actually on? We'll find out. Alright, and there we go. Alright, so in theory, everything is on. We have gotten the jump drives welded up. Oh, I had to make a few extra parts because when we were replacing them, let me see here. Doors. We're going to actually we want because what we're going to do is I turned off the door controls. Get you guys out of there. I think I have you. And everything's repressuring. I just vented the entire entire ship. Oh, all right. So we're gonna have all of our inner gates closed. All right, so that should be the gates there. We want you and you to all be closed. Closed. I think that's everything, right? Hangar 4. 1 to 3. Oh well. Before I forget. There you go. Turn that beastie back on. All right. So are you actually? That's weird. It's calculating that room as though it's part of maybe engineering. What the hell are you calculating off of? That was odd. Okay. Anyway. Yeah, basically what happened was when I started welding these up, I didn't realize it until we got about halfway through the second jump drive on this side. So the side that's now facing aft was over on here, and this side was what was facing aft before. This was only a problem. Okay, you are getting turned off because you're really irritating me. Come here. Come on. I don't know what you were doing. We are, yeah, meh. But yeah, so I went ahead and turned those off. Grounded them down, replaced them. Obviously had to build the power cells again because you get scrap back. That really irritates me. Yes, I know there's a mod that will remove that feature. The reason I don't install that mod is because it makes it very easy to cheat batteries. Basically, what you do is you build 2 batteries. You set one to recharge. You weld the second one up. It drains the second battery. You grind the battery down and re-weld it up. And basically, you get charge back. Like, you can stack your charge. And that's why the guys over at Keen, I should say why the folks over at Keen took that feature out. Because it was basically you had a choice of either having a battery with getting the components back but having no charge on it, or having a battery with a charge and you finish welding it but you got scrap metal back instead of the power cells. So I'm not too distraught with the choice that they made on that one. So we now have all of this stuff consistent and lined up. We've got our doors in. I still have 2 gyros. What do I need for these guys? 8 tubes, 1200 steel plates. Okay. Let's go grab some steel. Let's grab some plates. Do I actually have... I do, and you are in the grid now, aren't you? I keep forgetting this is here now. Let's drop that stuff off. We want 1200 of you. Can I get any? I get 2. I should have just gone ahead and grabbed 1200 plates, came back. Yeah, grabbed the plates, came back, and then finished welding everything up. Okay, so 600 U. So I need 80 construction components, 6 pipes, because I've already got 2, and 50 metal grids. 100 metal grids total. I don't think I can carry 100 grids. I think I can only carry like 80 or something like that. Let's find out. Can I carry 100 of you? I can! Ha ha ha! Okay. So we need 80 of these guys. We need 6 of those. And I forgot, how many computers do I need? I know I need computers, I just don't remember how many. We'll go weld this thing up really quick. We'll find out in a moment. 8 motors, 10 computers. Okay. 8 motors, 10 computers, right? So we need 8 of those, 10 of those. And with that, we should have everything we need to weld that up. I'm going to come over here and do it again. And weld that up. Alright, awesome. We now have 6 gyros, almost at RCS. I was talking to somebody earlier this week about the difference between gyros and RCS. So for those who don't know, gyros use mechanical motion in order to change your directions. And RCS is a reactionary control, and that basically uses some form of propellant. So, yeah. Which is funny because gyros are technically rotational control, and RCS, what people consider RCS, reactionary control, yeah, are usually the gyros. Like, it's weird. Oh. Alright, let's see, we've got power, low power, but that's okay. Turn the light on so we can see. So I have been placing lights on the interior, basically just trying to get everything situated. We do now have the hangars pressurized, which I should go ahead and depressurize those. come to think of it. Except I don't have... Oh, you know what I can do? Okay, this is Hangar 3, so... we want to turn vent feeds off. Storage tank on. And... I mean, I should be able to just check to see, but... I can't tell what our pressure looks like in there. Let me just check the pressure off of the vent. There we go. So why is that? 1, 2, 3. Let's see here.
Energy critical.
All of you guys, I'm gonna feel really bad about venting that much oxygen, but I don't have a whole lot of choice at this point. Let's head this way. Okay, just checking, making sure everything's working all right. I may have to rework those doors that we have over there. I've actually been thinking about loading a couple of mods. One of them would be a rotary airlock. I don't know if folks have been here long enough to have seen that. All right, come here. Come on, open up. This is why I turned that damn airlock door controls off. Come on. Yeah. Come on. See, you guys are depressurized. So... Alright, sure. What we're going to do is we're going to turn off the programmable block for a second. And open that door up. And you know what? We'll leave the programmable block off while we're dealing with it, and this lets us get in and out as we need to. And if we need to go somewhere else in the ship, we can. Alright. So now that I have completely forgotten what we were working on... Oh, gyros were done, yeah. So this leaves us with the question. So the 6 gyros are enough to get us where we need to go, right? I ran into a PCU issue where I ran out of PCU again, so I had to go grind down a couple of more of the drills over on the base over there. And I'm thinking what we may do is I may do a quick cut and then just grind down that base. Because I like the outpost base, but it's not doing anything for us. And I kind of need the PCU, and it's not an insignificant amount of PCU over there, because you figure each one of the drills... Let's go take a look at this really quick. Each one of these drills is like 190. So you figure 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15 drills left. Right? So that's what, just under 3K? 103K minus 150, so 2850. Right there. So you then have 101 for each piston. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. That's 707 plus down there. So you know we're over 3K at that point, almost 4K. By the time you take in all of this stuff, you're now over 4K, 5K. So the entire base is probably going to let us reclaim like 6,000 or 7,000 PCU, which is one of the reasons why I've been thinking about taking this whole thing down. Which, you know, I love the base, don't get me wrong. But, you know, it's a lot of PCU that isn't doing anything for us right now. And I think we're pretty much set on resources. Anything that I really need, I only need in quantities that I can hand mine. So, yeah. Actually, we're going to take this now. Because I need to put a couple of those on the... or I need to put at least one on the new ship. But I do think what we'll do... You know what? No, we're not going to worry about it. I'll do it off camera. Before we take the major portions of the base apart, let's do a quick tour just to show you what it ended up looking like. You know, we've got the solar panels up top, we've got solar panels on the arm, we've got some solar panels down here just to, you know, basically try and maximize our power production over here. And it never ran out of power. The thing has always been rock solid as far as power and performance is concerned, so I have no complaints with the way that this base turned out. So we did put a ladder in. There is a small break point here when the boom arm is swung out. You can climb up here, come around this way. You climb up, well, you're doing this from inside, obviously. Climb up here, and you have the control gondola, so you can see what's going on. You have a great view of the lunar landscape. You know, the programmable blocks are in. We just never used them, unfortunately. We never needed to set them up, other than the only thing that I ever set up was the cargo used over there, so I could see how much cargo capacity I had when I was mining. It does have its own O2 generator as well. It is patched in through advanced rotors, which is hidden back in there. Brings you into the cargo system. We've got a hydrogen storage tank tucked in right here. And then we have the oxygen feed line going into the base. And another oxygen tank for storage. It is really weird not seeing the monstrosity that was the tram system. It's kind of freaky not having that there now. And you've got just a little place to hang out. Maybe do a little lunar barbecuing, you know. Go ahead and close that up. You have day bunk, just in case, you know, somebody's on shift gets a little tired. There you go. Place to relax. Crack open a cold one or two. You have your drink dispenser, the rest of your kitchen, vent, that's the entrance. You know, you have your head, you have the shower, some cargo storage, and then the officer's bunk with his own personal storage area. So yeah, it's a nice little base. I like I said, I really do like the way that the base came out. It was a fun experiment in how dense can you make something and still have it be functional. Because, you know, like I've said before, if you're going to build stuff, you know, using like the ISS, right, the International Space Station, as an example. The idea is that you have a lot of stuff crammed in a very small area, but you still have a workable workflow. And I mean, this area here, which is your common area, is going to have the most space, which it ended up with. So, but yeah, like I said, I'm very happy with the way that the whole thing worked out. And then you have your communications dish. Now, I like this dish. And what I like about it is it's an omnidirectional antenna, just like the regular radar or like the regular antenna is. But because of the way that it's shaped, it just looks cool. And if you're somebody who likes, there's a couple of Millennium Falcon builds out there. There you go. You got your radar dish. We still have. This is all that's left of our little tram system. A couple of batteries and an oxygen tank. I'm thinking I'm going to come over and pick this up at some point. Just to get a couple of extra batteries out of it. But who knows? I may end up just leaving them or even just grinding them down. Oh, that leaves us our solar panels. The sun is coming up. And the rest of this base. Now this base is rather ridiculous in the size. I mean, look at this. We have 26K PCU in this base alone. Plus you figure another 6K or so in the other one, so we're somewhere around 33,000 PCU. So once the ship is done, well, I should say once we grind that base down, we should actually have enough PCU limit left in order to get this thing off the ground. Now, I really wanted to do that today, but given the fact that I have to go grind down that beast, it's probably not going to happen. Oh, let's see. What do we have that we can probably get away with? You guys are 15 PCU. You are also 15 PCU. That's easy. You're 960. 1, 2, 3. So it's 6. That's 12. So that's 12K. Oh, minus 400. Well, I guess 460 and 80. Yeah, something like, okay. So about 11K to get all of those, which I think we actually have. Let's go over here for a second. Let's check that. Yeah, we're at 22K for those now. So we should have enough thruster components to at least get one large thruster in each direction for forward, aft, right and left laterals, and then ascent control being the thrusters on top. And I may need to make some parts for the large hydrogen thrusters. But given what we have, I think we might be able to weld up enough of this to get it off the ground. Okay, I think that's what we're going to do. What do we need first? We need 150 plates, 150 components, or 180 components. 150 plates, 180 components. Drop this stuff off. So let's grab 300 of those. 360 of those. I know I need a bunch of other stuff, but we're just going to deal with what we've got in front of us. So 500 grids, 80 large steel tubes, which I don't think I would be able to pick up, but we're going to try. Let's see how many grids we can pick up. Actually, let's grab the tubes first, because I'm more likely to be able to pick up those than I am the grids. Alright, so we need, what, 80 of these, I said? No, how many did I say I needed? It was 250 plates per, or metal grids per. Was it 100 of these that I needed? I don't remember. 44. Ah. See, my squirrel. No, that's right. Okay, it is 80. Ah, see, I'm losing my bloody mind. There you go. And we need 250, so 500 plates. Or grids. I keep saying plates. Oh, not grids. Grids. There we go. 247. Oh, you could almost pick up enough. But the catch is... Oh, crap, that was close. Let's make sure all those are off. Oh, I thought I turned all of you off before, but you know what? All of you off. Thank you. That just scared the crap out of me. For those who are new to the channel, yeah, I have this tendency of welding these things up while I'm looking at them and forgetting that they're turned on, and it usually kills me. So, how many do I need? 209, I think I said, right? Oh, let's go. There we go. And see, the thing is, the space engineers used to do this stupid little thing where you would turn them off before you'd weld them up, and when you welded them up, it would turn on, and it would basically reset it. So it would turn on, so it, you know, that was one of the reasons why my characters would die so much, is because I would turn the damn things off, weld it up, and forget that when it welded, it would reset its power state, and I would end up taking a thruster to the face. So, at least it was quick, right? Alright, let's grab some power. So we have 2 of our lift thrusters done. Just getting back a little bit of power. Not planning on taking a whole lot here. That should be good. That's 1, 2. I've got 2 more or 4 more large lift back here. And then the rest of it's ion, and I'm thinking I'm going to end up with quite a few of these guys. And I'm going to have to weld up at least that row of tanks. This thruster. We still don't have laterals, do we? We just have the small lateral. Why are you here? I know there was something I was going to do with that, and I don't remember what it was. Can't be too important. Alright, so yeah, we get, like, say 2 of these, and basically it's just for lateral control. We don't need a whole lot here. So we get those, we get that. Actually, we don't even need to do the one back there. We'll just do this one and one of these guys, probably. I mean, I guess we could do both of those. If we weld this one up, weld that one up. A couple of thrusters on both sides for the lateral. The rest of the hydrogen thrusters back there. And then all of the ion lift, or as many of the ion lift thrusters as we can get. And we'll see if that'll get us off the ground. I'll be quite frank with you, I don't think it is. I think we're going to need more. But what we'll do is we will, we'll build a second one of these with the landing gear above the surface. Apparently it reset at some point. Great. Perfect, right? Yeah, so we'll actually we'll get something with a couple of landing gear in like the four corners or something. Just so we have a place for the ship to set down, just in case the thrusters aren't strong enough. But I definitely want to have the ability to catch this thing so it doesn't hit the ground. Oh well. All right. So here's what we're gonna do. Unfortunately, we didn't get the thing in the air today. But when we come back on Monday, we'll have landing gear in place. We will have all of the large hydrogen thrusters welded up, at least all the lift thrusters. All of the lift ions welded up, and a couple of the directional hydrogen thrusters, so that we'll actually have control over the ship. And then when we come back on Monday, with all of that done, we're going to launch the ship. Oh, we're going to try anyway. We're going to see if the whole thing just blows up or not. Oh, so on that note, I am going to thank you all for stopping in. Hopefully you enjoyed it. I know it was kind of scattered today. It was a little bit weird because I really didn't plan on doing a 5-day release schedule this week. Next week we'll be back to the 3 days, the Monday, Wednesday, Friday. Oh, but it was fun. It was fun. I used to do this all the time, and having done it again this week, I remember why I stopped doing it. Oh, but yeah, we're gonna go ahead, get this stuff done, get some of this stuff welded, get some of the pieces welded up, and yeah. So if you enjoyed it, make sure you hit that like button. If you have any questions or comments, feel free to throw those down in the section below. If you're new to the channel, you want to see more, please be aware I am not usually this scattered. I'm not always less scattered, but I'm not usually more scattered than I was today. Oh, but yeah, be sure to hit that subscribe if you want to be kept up to date with what's going on around here. Don't forget to turn on the notifications. It's that little bell icon next to the subscribe. YouTube does promise to sometimes think about sending messages. They've gotten better about it over the last year or so, but you know, it's YouTube. What can you do? Anyway, I'm gonna get out of here. I want to thank you all for stopping in. And, as always, folks, take care and be safe out there, everybody. Oh, so much welding to do. Oh.